Hey you guys, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Ellie if you're new here. If you've been here before, welcome back. But today I want to show you guys how I achieve my lip look and how I make them look so full, voluminous, soft, fluffy, pouty, shiny, beautiful, all of the above, and I do it natural. No, I do not get lip injections. And if you are one that does not want to get lip injections either, and you don't want to be putting your lips into a shot glass and pulling them out to look like Daffy Duck, then stay tuned. I'm going to walk you through steps that you need to take to achieve this look and where to get certain things, what to use, and I'm also going to take you through a mini tutorial on how I did my lips today. So if you're ready, stay tuned. Let's get started. When it comes to getting fuller, bigger, more poutier lips is getting a good exfoliator, and it doesn't need to be anything crazy. Anything at your basic drugstore will do the job. But even if you don't have an exfoliator, you can very easily make one from home. It's very simple to just grab some sugar. You can take brown sugar, anything that is kind of a hard mineral, and you can mix it up with some olive oil, coconut oil. You can use mint oil. That is actually very good when it comes to stimulating blood flow. A lot of people use it on their scalp to stimulate hair growth. So mint oil is another good option. You can even throw in, for a little extra spunk, some peppermint oil for some flavor, or a very nice scent to it. So even honey, you can even use honey to mix all of this stuff in. And then you just take a little bit, you rub it on your lips, top and bottom, say about 60 seconds and total. And you don't want to overdo it. If you overdo it, remember these are dead skin cells that you are removing, and you need to allow yourself a couple days in between for your body to regenerate new cells coming in. But this will ultimately leave your lips very soft and feathery and silky and very kissable, and you are going to love them, okay? And so is your significant other if you have one. So I recommend getting a very good exfoliant. And again, like I said, if you don't have one, you can make a DIY at home. And if you don't want to make a DIY at home, it's as simple as using your toothbrush. Make sure it is clean and dry. Dip it in some olive oil. I'm sure a lot of you guys got some olive oil at least in your kitchen, and just kind of do the same thing in circular motions, but not too vigorously. Do it once every 2 days, maybe 2 to 3 days. So I'm only going to show you guys some drugstore options because right now, in this time of the year, I don't know how many people are able to go out and afford all of these high-end, high-name brand items. It's not necessary, okay? An $80 exfoliant or $45 exfoliator is not necessary when you're just focusing on your lips, okay? So any drugstore exfoliator that you find is going to do the job, I promise you that. So this one is by NYX Cosmetics. Okay, and it smells really nice. It's a pretty pink color. I use this one pretty frequently. If you can see, it's all the crystals in there. And it's basically, honestly, just sugar in a wax form, okay? And you can lick your lips, you can swallow it, you're gonna be fine. The other one, which is my most favorite one, and I'm almost out, I have to get more, is by MUA. Okay, and this one is my favorite. It tastes like sugar. So you can literally eat it and lick your lips and you get bits of sugar in your mouth. I love it. I had another one that was lemon flavored, and oh, that one was so good. So now we have covered exfoliating and its importance. Do not skip it. And we're gonna go into moisturizing, which I'm sure a lot of you ladies already do out there, and it's so important for your skin and your body to look healthy and glowing and fresh. When it comes to getting a moisturizer, it doesn't need to be anything crazy or exotic, okay, for your lips. There are a lot of lip oils out there on the market now also. They essentially do the same exact thing as a moisturizer. They keep your lips nourished. Why is that important to make your lips appear bigger? Moisturizer keeps your lips from going dry. Dry skin shrinks and shrivels up, okay? It becomes tighter, and then it starts to crack crack or it starts to peel, starts to split, okay? You don't want that. You don't want your skin to be tighter around your lips. That defeats the purpose, so moisturizing is actually very good. If you don't want to go out and buy a moisturizer, I don't blame you. There are a lot of moisturizers that you can use at home. Even if you have one for your face, you can use it on your lips. Otherwise, my favorite moisturizer aside from the oils is Vaseline, and I'm not talking about Vaseline in the little roll-up container. I'm talking about the big Vaseline container. So that's my go-to, and it makes your lips feel feathery and soft and silky smooth, just like your exfoliator does. Okay, so everything is going to feel very soft. I usually like to put mine on at nighttime, just a little bit before I go to bed, let that all resonate and soak in all night long, and then I wake up and ooh, my lips are so soft, okay, and very kissable and luscious, and they even have a healthier color to them. So I prefer exfoliating, then doing your moisturizing, and make it a whole routine, make it a whole lip care routine once every 2-3 days. Okay, the very last thing that I very highly recommend getting is a lip plumper, and there are so many different kinds of lip plumpers out there on the market. You have very low-end ones, you have very high-end ones. The ones that I pick out are somewhere right in the middle, so they're about between the $20 and $30, maybe $40 range. Okay, that would be probably as high as I'm willing to go when it comes to a lip plumper. So that is up to you on the quality and what you are looking for, how thin or small or tight your lips are. My top 4 I'm going to show you guys today, and they are all again drugstore products. These are my top 2. They are by Soap and Glory. So if you have been to a Walgreens or any kind of drugstore, I'm sure you've probably seen their little shelving area, and I actually love a lot of their products. So Soap and Glory's lip plumpers, I think they're around $25. This one is called a Sexy Mother Pucker. Has a very nice minty smell to it, minty taste to it. Okay, and it gives you a little bit of a push from within. There's enlargement and a little push. So this is good, but it's not as good as their Pillow Plump XXL. Okay, and this one is again by the same company, smells exactly the same, tastes pretty much the same, but I do notice a little bit of a difference between the two. The other 2 I would recommend. This one used to be my favorite plumper out there. It is by LA Girls, and it is tinted. So it's tinted like a nice kind of pinkish light brown color, which is pretty. And it's in the shade GLP 527. It does not tell me the name, unfortunately. This one used to be my go-to. Okay, so the reason why that changed is it does wonders for your lips, but the smell is beyond me getting over. I cannot get, it's very cinnamony, okay, and it burns. My lips burn, which is probably a good sign, and it does work very well, okay, but it's so thick on top of that. Like if you have long hair like I do, see, if I'm in the car, I'm gonna end up looking like this because my hair gets caught in this thing like crazy. So the smell resonates through everything. I can't even drink or eat when I have this stuff on my lips because that's how strong it is, and it overpowers everything else that I'm doing. So this pretty much is a flop, even though it works wonders, but I don't have time to let it sit on my lips for like 2-3 hours until it's fully done. So I went over a few of my favorite lip plumpers that you can just find around any kind of store. The thing with lip plumpers that you guys should be aware of is that it does cause a tingling sensation, a burning sensation. It can be very distracting because it is intense. Depending on which kind you get, it is very intense. So just keep that in the back of your head. You will feel a little bit of tingling and definitely some burning. Don't be alarmed. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started. I'm gonna do my lips for you guys today. I do have a bit of concealer on there. I'm going to exfoliate, I'm going to moisturize, I'm gonna do all that stuff, and I'm gonna show you guys how I get my lips to look a little bit fuller and poutier. I'm gonna line them and do everything else to get them all colored in and looking pretty and nice. And you guys can follow along too if you have all of your supplies. If not, just get your makeup out and we can do it together, and it'll be very quick and very easy, and it's a lot simpler than you think. So I'm gonna start with my favorite with my favorite exfoliator. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, so I'm gonna just rub it around in circles. Tastes like sugar. I love it. Once you have exfoliated, you're gonna wipe this off, and it already feels so much more smoother. Okay, so I just went ahead and wiped all of that exfoliator off. So for my oil or my moisturizer, I'm gonna use this NYX oil that I picked up from the store a little while ago. So I'm gonna let this sit for about 10-15 minutes. Realistically, you should let it sit overnight. Let it kind of dry into your lips, but for the sake of time and this video, I don't have all of that. So I will be back in about 10-15 minutes and we will start with the plumping. Okay everyone, I am back. I just let my moisturizer sit for a little while, and not that you're gonna notice anything different compared to when I was exfoliating, because it really is just preventing dryness, and that's something that you're not gonna really see anything with unless you're doing it long term, if that makes sense. So we're gonna go into the lip plumping. For today, I'm gonna use my extra large Pillow Plump, and you guys will get a chance to see how well this works. Okay, so I'm starting to feel the tingling sensation a little bit. It is beginning, like the buildup is starting to burn, and it's only been about 30 seconds. So I'm gonna leave this on a little bit longer. Okay, so I am back. This is what my lips look like now, as you can see, and I'm hoping that it shows up on camera because I see the difference. I'm hoping you guys can see the difference too. There's a little bit more poof, and the tingles are still going, so I don't even think this is done yet. I'm gonna take this off so we can start lining and completing our lips. For putting on your lips and doing your lipstick or lip gloss, lip liner, you want to find, for this especially, a lip liner that is closest to your natural lip color. So it may look like I have lip color on, but this is actually my natural color, and I think it was just from the plumper, from exfoliating, so they're a little bit more red and pinkish than they normally would be. This is by Maybelline. It is the color Almond Rose, and this is my favorite lip liner that I always use on a daily basis, and I'm almost like out. Like, this is all I have left. I have to go get more, but this is my favorite. It is the closest to my natural lip color. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm going to show you how now. Normally, you see how the lip meets lip here? I don't like to extend it all the way out. I like to cut it in more. I mean, it may look weird right now, but it will make sense later. Okay, so you don't have to do a perfect job, because my trick when we do this anyways is you're gonna actually buff that out, and you're not gonna buff it inwards, you're actually gonna buff it outwards. It's gonna give you a very soft and like post-kiss kind of look. So it's just gonna be very feathery around the outside. Okay, and already my lips look much fuller. It's not such a tight line either, and I don't really necessarily like those hard lip liner lines, and I know some people do, but I like a more soft, like I just made out with someone kind of look. With the edges, you're gonna take even a concealer you can use, but I like to use this Wonder Pencil, and it's pretty much just nude. But I like to just kind of go straight down by the corners. And that even just alone makes your lips look more pouty by cutting out the corners. It gives you that baby doll appearance. After that, my secret trick is the Angelina line. So you're going to take your pencil and draw a line. I wear Invisalign, by the way, so that's why you guys can see that. Okay, so you draw a line right down the middle, blend it out, buff it out. Okay, and that separates the two bottom lips in half, and it makes that area look a little bit more protruded. It highlights it almost by creating a negative space. You can blot your lips together, pat out the sides, and then you're gonna take a shiny lip gloss, cover the whole area. Okay, similar to that, and it's also going to just blend out that buffy eyeliner. It's going to blend out that buffed out liner on your lips also, and it's just going to refract the light. Okay, you guys, the very last thing that I think you guys should do, and the reason why I'm doing this after I put the lip gloss on is because I'm actually using eyebrow pencil, and I'm going to just kind of line underneath the lip just to add a little bit of depth and shadow, and then I'm going to increase that line I made on my bottom lip also. So add a little bit underneath. It adds just a little bit of depth, and I can't really see what this looks like. If I was doing it in the mirror, it would be much easier for me to show you guys. And then you just blend it in. Okay, something similar like that. Okay guys, I'm all finished. My lips look much more fuller. I feel like they look much more prettier and shiny and feathery and soft and pillowy, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the tips that I gave you guys, and to see more of my videos, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and I will be with you guys again with another video shortly. So thank you so much, and I will see you next time.